See what happens when you start looking at stuff like that? Oh, God, we're so late. We're always late. Why are we always late? Oh, my God. I might steal that line from Vic DiBietto.
Stop being late.
Hi, cow. Hello there, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, your sister's ass, Pony Express. Vic DiBietto, if you haven't heard of him, you need to find that guy because he's got some rants and he is really funny at them. See us on Twitch. Give it a minute. For some reason, Twitch takes a minute to register that we're live. So give us a minute on Twitch.
We are live on YouTube, though.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Awesome. The Yin's tube, as it were.
Stop. Please stop. I would like to know why we're getting double comments, but...
Reasons. Hey, there's hairs. That's from Twitch. So we're live on Twitch now.
Twitch is a crutch.
That's awesome. So we are. There's Doman. All right, we're getting a good crowd here.
Yes,
we're getting a good crowd. So we spent that last couple of minutes looking at stuff on the interwebs there, and we did not talk about how we're actually planning to address the comments from where. This is going to be an adventure.
Yes. All questions and statements will be answered in due time once we actually
figure out what we're doing.
Yeah. Bunch of gifted amateurs we are.
Hey, Doman's going to be commenting from Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook because reasons. Whenever you're ready to kick the pigs, boss.
Boss isn't home yet. It's just me.
Facts.
Let's go.
All right. Here comes the intro.
Good. Go. We're going? Are we going now? Now? Go. He wants me to go. Now.
Stop it!
Red hot, dirty, naked speeds of...
All right, that's long enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
How are you guys doing? Welcome back. We haven't been in this kind of shop configuration in a couple of weeks due to
reasons.
Yeah, reasons.
Yes.
Reasons. Definitely many reasons. Much reasons. And now with the added bonus of being on Facebook, I was going to say here on Facebook. We're on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube all at the same time. Can we handle the pressure of being in the multiverse?
I have no idea. I'm just amazed the computer hasn't blue screened on us yet.
Blue screen, like your internet hasn't just completely said what?
Yeah. There's still time.
Right now we're seeing some pretty good. We're no dropped frames, so things seem to be working well.
Yes.
And Doman's staying on Twitch. That's awesome, Doman. Thank you very much. Hares me, of course, on Twitch. He joined us there when this guy did 3 consecutive days of streaming, forging, and all-out balls-to-the-wall work.
He's horrendously perfect.
It's the echo. All right, so the lag and the echo. So now you know how I feel when I'm actually trying to check if the stream is working on one of my other devices or on another window. It's ooh.
So this service, the multi-platform streaming service is usually very expensive.
Yes.
A monthly installment type thing. And I just happened to look up at Twitch the other day while getting prepped, and I saw Mob Crush?
Mob Crush.
Yeah, Mob Crush popped up as a free install, and I said, I don't know what that is, but I'll take it.
If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah, that's usually how you get viruses, but in this instance, we lucked out.
That was a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah.
If I had ever heard one. Anyhow, we got plenty on the kill sheet tonight. For those who are joining us on Twitch, who are normally see us just doing the work and whatnot, this is our weekly sit down, rundown, and just basically our
this is as
thought
close
dump for the week.
To a talk show as you
Yes.
will get at a DTM.
But it's fantastically shenanigans.
Yes. Conspicuously missing.
It's there's a roundness that is not present.
Yeah. Skee-Ball will not be joining us for the foreseeable future. On the Facebook Thursday night thing, we're not sure exactly what media this is going to be streamed out to, because he has a new job and he's on
schedule.
Yeah, it's rough.
conflicting.
That being said, is that Nightbot?
Yep, that's Nightbot.
That's great.
We're seeing Nightbot as well. This is glorious. I'm loving this. Also, everybody's comments are coming in and then coming in again. So this is beautiful. Moving on.
Yeah.
To where?
Let's continue on the streaming to the multiverse, and let's talk about some of the things that we want to do with this. The first and most important is getting us out there on as many platforms as possible. Twitch requires, that was pretty close. Twitch requires an account and a sign-in to watch and a subscription, and we appreciate that. But not everybody wants to go through that.
No.
Okay? Almost everybody has a YouTube.
Yep.
So maybe we'll stream our work to Twitch and to YouTube.
Yep.
That gives us much more reach.
Yep.
And it gives you guys and girls the option to watch us in multiple places.
And not on Facebook, because they stop your stream after 4 hours. And sometimes we do like an entire workday. So moving on.
So we are going to be kind of tailoring where all this goes depending on sit down, kind of a chatting thing, or a work day, just to kind of, figure it out. So
anyhow,
that's enough of that.
I've completely lost track of what the hell you were talking about. Why is that flickering?
Because we're probably trying to get more out of that computer than it really.
It is quite possible.
Yeah.
Joe just dropped in. Hi, how you doing? I know we need to. I need to stop doing that. Anyhow, because as we're streaming to the multiverse, the comments could be flooded rather quickly. Lucky for us, right now they are not.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go next? Now that it's been established and everyone knows that we are streaming to the multiverse.
Let's bring everybody up to speed on what happened on Twitch.
Yeah. So much Twitch happened over Memorial Day weekend. This guy just he went and got it.
The biggest problem is I had taken some time away from the Forge.
Mm-hmm.
This is my hobby, believe it or not. I really do enjoy this. It doesn't matter how bad I feel like my arm is going to fall off, or how many burns I end up getting. I enjoy this.
It's a good time.
So I'm able to bring that to the viewers and answer some questions and maybe educate, maybe entertain. Maybe you guys are laughing with me. Maybe you're laughing at me. I don't care. I'm having fun. I had to take some time off for other events.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was a wedding. My best friend got married. Not this guy. The other. There's like one other in that category. He got married. There was no way in hell I was missing that. So I took a weekend off because one day was the wedding and the other day was a hangover.
That is very true.
But because of that, I wanted to catch up on work, and I figured there's no better way to, kind of get ourselves out there than to live stream on Twitch. Problem being, he was not available. He has other work for DTM that took
so much
precedence. thankfully, towards the tail end, we actually got you in as a moderator.
Yep.
So he was able to kind of interact and do some other stuff.
Answer questions, bust your balls.
Yeah, I didn't hear all of that.
No,
I heard some of it.
It
It was pretty good. I'm happy. Because I will just put my head down and work and go. One of the other things that we started doing, and we left it kind of in the background, is my silent film style, where I don't bother to mic up, except maybe at the beginning or maybe at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And we just put a new kill sheet up, and we work on the kill sheet. And every couple of minutes...
That's the kill sheet. That's goals. Because you got to have goals.
Anyway, by putting this up there and kind of seeing what we want to go to and just crossing things off as they're done, you guys get to kind of keep track. Now, that really only works when there's a moderator to answer questions, because if not, you're just watching me fumble around a shop.
There are some great spans of time where you were looking for something.
Yes.
Which prompted Doman to make some awesome commands in Twitch.
Yes.
That are just gloriously funny. At least if to no one else, at least us.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a good time messing with you. It was fantastic. Unfortunately, because I was moderating, so I was trying to moderate, I was trying to edit, and I was trying to kind of listen into what you were doing so I knew what was going on. Let me tell you, you want to talk about multitasking, that was a challenge. I think I got about 5 seconds of video actually edited in that time. However, it was a good time. We had a lot of fun. I mic'd up for the Monday live stream and moderated for you by voice, which was actually a lot easier to handle than typing, answering questions, typing, stop, edit for 5 seconds, typing. So I think we may do that again when I'm not present in the shop for the work shenanigans, as it were.
So next on the list, we have done something that I have been trying to since the beginning of our forging experience. I have successfully forge welded something.
You forge welded a piece to another piece in an axe-shaped kind of configuration.
Yes.
And you drifted. You drifted a hole in it.
I actually didn't drift that.
No?
No. So what happened is it was a piece of flat stock that I pinched the middle down, stretched it out a little bit, folded it over, stuck my piece of metal inside, got that stinker stupid hot. Yeah, that
20 psi on the tank hot.
Yeah, that forge was rocking.
That was what, a 3-foot flame coming out the door there?
About 4.
Makes sense. That's
let's put it this way: the gloves ended here, and I got burned up here.
That's a solid form of measurement right there. Arm length measurement.
Yeah. So that is great because that also means that pattern welded steel, aka Damascus, is in our future.
Well, that was going to be in our future with the new forge anyway, but this is sooner and more quickly in the future than, say, the forge, because parts and time, etc.
Yes. Hey, that's a good segue.
Great. What, one of those little things you kind of...
With the wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Segue?
Yeah. Can you still get them?
Or the linguistic device. I think you're talking about the linguistic device.
Anyway, the KO wool is in for the top lining of the forge. So in the next week or so, we should be able to cast the burner and start laying in the foundation for the forge. So we could be a couple of weeks away. I do have to order another 55-pound bag of castable refractory. We are also waiting on more steel.
Yes.
Jote is getting us more steel to make a frame.
We've also started running low on product steel as well. We were talking about that earlier.
So on that subject, I didn't tell you this. Everybody's getting it first. Monday,
every time we have a stream.
Before we started the stream, I went to order materials.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a very big knife-making event going on in a couple of weeks. It's a blade show.
So let me guess. Our typical supplier of stock is running low?
Our typical supplier, our backup supplier, some rando I found on the internet, and Amazon are out of stock of the sizes and the particular thicknesses that we use. Stock removal is typically 3/16 or 1/8 inch. None to be found. Okay. Forging steel is typically 3/16 to 1/4.
Yeah.
Nowhere on the internet can I get
Jesus.
the steel that I want in those particular sizes and flavors. Not that I taste the steel.
You do.
Much.
You do. You taste it. I've watched him.
Mm-hmm.
He just likes how it kind of tickles the taste buds a little bit.
Yeah.
Almost like putting a 9-volt on your tongue.
Yeah. You know, I get a lot of crap for that. That's how I was taught to test a 9-volt.
Yes.
It tickles a little bit.
I can't recall too many people who weren't taught to test a 9-volt in that fashion.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not good.
Yeah. So
Taste testing 9-volts on the next GTM. Anyhow, so was that the Forge update? Or
that was the Forge update.
Okay. So where do you want to go? Do you want to go right down? Do you want to?
Oh, we jumped around a little bit already,
Let's
so
jump-
you could pick the next one.
Let's go with the impending stink.
Yes.
Because
So yes, in our hands right now are pieces of antler, which I specifically asked for the thickest material that they had, which is great. It's the base of the antler. It's likely the thickest you're going to get. The problem is, it's the base of the antler, and let's be honest, anybody who's ever like almost hit a whitetail kind of knows.
This is like a 3-year-old buck.
Well,
maybe
it came from a. This came from a meat farm.
Yeah,
okay?
True.
Somewhere where deer are grown and then slaughtered, very much like cows, whatever. And these are harvested as an extra source of income. Not upset about it.
Harris is adamant about what this smells like.
Yes. Yes. I am not excited in the slightest bit to work with this. And the problem is, I feel obligated to use it.
Yeah.
Because I have $20 worth of antler. Yes, I overpaid for that, I understand, but I needed it very quickly.
You paid for the speed.
I paid for the speed, not the product, because I could probably go out in the field and find them. Maybe. But anyway, they are... Leave it. Leave it. Just leave it there.
Why?
Because.
Why?
You're going to keep playing with it.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, so now, because I got them in time and they didn't work, I had to go with another product. I hope you fall off that stool. I have antler and I don't know what to do with it. I don't. But anyway, that's enough of that, because actually where the stink is going to come from is I have about 15 scales of buffalo horn and stag antler scales. Okay. So they're flat. They're already ready to go because I have 2 knives that need them very quickly. So that being said, it's going to stink in here.
Yeah, it's.
I cut these with a hacksaw to try and keep the smell down, and it wasn't pretty.
I'm gonna quote Hair's Me from Twitch, who says it smells like burnt ass hair. Apparently, Boothie has done some work with it as well.
Yeah, no, it's no
awful, god awful. Yes, that there's stuff that's coming up again and again.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to configure this chat business.
Yeah,
later on. Moving on.
What you got?
I just chose.
Yeah, choose again. I got the first one.
The phone calls on the red die.
So, RIT die.
RIT, yeah,
RIT.
Die. It's common die.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. When you mix that packet, you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to mix it in gallons.
I see.
Okay. This is what I mixed it in.
Oh, there you go. Now that would make a fine prop at a haunted house.
Yeah, because what just happened?
That's not sealed well.
No, because it's a paint can. It's not a storage container. Anyway, I dribbled a little bit of it all over the bench, all over some tools, posted it to Facebook, and this is Facebook syndrome at its finest.
Yes.
Posted the first 5 words were, "It's not blood. I'm okay." And then some witty quote about, looks like I need stitches, just spilled some dye or whatever.
Yeah.
And I absolutely got blown up on my cell phone by my family, who thought that I had tried to take off my finger again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And it's
and it wouldn't have been you anyways. The last time it was me.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's my turn.
It's your turn to take off your own finger.
Yeah.
Give yourself some nerve
Yeah.
damage.
We're gonna talk about that later in the
after show.
No, in the
with the noise and the thing. Yeah. Anyhow, moving on. So yeah, red dye that looks like blood caused Facebook syndrome to flare up on the interwebs and on his phone apparently.
Yes.
It's a good time. Moving on. Your turn. Your turn.
Hammer time.
Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
No, hammer time.
In the name of love.
No, hammer time.
All right. So, we got a couple of products done over the last few days, particularly on Twitch. Some of you guys got to see this knife get forged.
Yep.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. I have a little bit of surface grinding on it, but I actually have a taper in the wrong direction, so it gets thicker back here when it should get thinner. So we have some stretching, some straightening, and a little bit of grinding left on this.
I do like it thicker in the back.
Yes.
Do with that what you will, Internet.
I'm inclined to agree. However, that's for handle scales, not the metal. So this one got forged.
Yeah.
And this was actually supposed to be a very different shape. And you know what? The metal just didn't agree with me. So the metal won. It got what it wanted to be.
Kind of like that sheath you made that was left-handed instead of right-handed.
Yeah. We have a nice solid handle on what will be a head knife. This is for leatherwork, our good partner in the leatherworking realm. Go ahead and bring it up.
I was going to say, you have a camera, you can actually show that. Right there you go.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like a cross-section of a loaf of bread or something. It's not quite done. It's still fairly thick. So we are going to stretch this and go for half moon, a little bit more rounded shape.
I don't know why you're looking at me. You know what you're doing.
Yes. And the handle will get stretched a little bit. But in most cases, it will be held in a thusly or...
thus-wise?
Yeah. Again, it all depends on the individual leather worker. But this is getting pretty close to being done, which I'm pretty happy with because it started at 1.5 inches wide, and it is now almost 4. So
good work.
Means I've learned to stretch metal the right way.
Well, you've learned to stretch metal, hasn't it?
Yeah. There's its good side, by the way.
And the bad side. There's the bad side.
Yeah. Gotta get them hammer marks out of there. However, this is still probably 3/16.
Yeah.
So
a little bit thick.
We've got some room to grind that out. Hang on, I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done?
Yeah. So we're gonna go over some of the other things that have been forged recently. Right there. Hopefully that can focus. Okay.
You can see that there's no lines there.
You can just very faintly see the difference in the steels.
Forge Wild Egg.
Okay. Right in here. See how it's a little bit darker? That is it. I have been up and down this with a microscope trying to find cracks. It's solid. It is one piece. So happy. Finally, this is one that was forged a little while ago. It finally has a handle. Like to keep it simple. But we're getting them done. We're getting them knocked out. More importantly,
you.
No, that belt clip
that's a skee ball special, isn't it?
was made by our very own skee ball. I bought one.
Uh-huh.
I said, I want something like this. Make it. And he made it better. I'm so happy that first off, he makes them way better than I do. Here's a couple of more before the...
A couple of more?
Yeah.
Many more?
No, there's 2 of them, actually.
Couple
which would be a couple.
Couple many more.
Yeah. So, a couple more. I do have to get him back out here to make me a few more, because those are going to go real quick.
All right, Skee-Ball, the belt clip maker.
So yeah,
What's
that's
next?
what's going on there. Skee-Ball makes banging belt clips. Good, we hit that one.
I was going to say we
Yes.
that one's not a long portion of the stream.
All right. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and give you guys a sneak peek of a very interesting knife that we've been working on. Unfortunately, there's a good chance that the person that's going to may accidentally watch this show.
May come across it as we are multicasting.
Okay. So I definitely want to show you guys a little bit, but I can't let the whole thing slip.
All right.
Okay. So
this is not going to be on the close-up. This is not going to be on the work table.
It's going to be on the close-up.
Oh, you're going to put it on there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. See, we're going to hover over the camera like this.
Okay, I see what
And
you're
we're going to
doing.
be very careful.
Are you guys prepared for the sneak peek here? Are you? Okay, good. Doesn't matter if you are. Moving on. There you go.
Now, there is our knife wax on here. That's what you can see. It's on there.
Jade says he's not watching, but he could be watching.
Are you sure? Do you want me to let it spoil? Okay. All right. Well, fine. Okay. He's not watching. Might as well bring it back up front.
All right. Boom. There you go.
This is 10 inches of chef's knife. This is 1095. Okay. This is now officially the biggest knife I have made. Doman, you held the crown for a little bit, and then battle damage came along.
Yep.
And then this monstrosity, which, if you follow us on Instagram, I did post a picture. This is a reflective knife.
That is almost grotesquely long.
Yes.
For a chef's knife.
It has some very gorgeous etching, which I will not zoom in on, because that is definitely a surprise. And in the event that it maybe sneaks out, I don't want the uber surprise to slip.
There you go.
Also, it's not fully polished. It's not fully polished.
It's not done.
We are waiting on handles, but this has to be done Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday, this has to be done.
So watch him scramble and get that finished.
And when I say Saturday, it has to be done, it means Saturday it better be done, because I only have Sunday to get it done if it doesn't work. This is awesome. This is a fully hand-forged, typically in our chef's knives, we do stock removal.
Mm-hmm.
Harris and I were talking about this on and off for a little bit. I am not a fan of stock removal so much anymore because I find it a little bit wasteful. However, now that we can forge weld, I've actually been doing some thinking.
Oh, no.
We might just forge
canister
Damascus.
Stop it.
It's happening.
Not until we get the power hammer.
Oh, we weren't going to talk about that.
Well, who's talking about it?
You are.
We are going to get a power hammer. We've been talking about it for a while. I never made a mention to when.
Oh.
I said until we get the power hammer, we are not doing canister Damascus. And now you've let it out of the bag that we may or may not be procuring the equipment necessary to have a power hammer.
We're building a power hammer this year. It's happening.
See, you did it.
That was not when the forge is done. That's the next process. We're going to be doing a held hammer. That's just a big arm with a smacky bit. Yeah, between two other smacky bits, and it's adjustable to get the right smack in the smacky bits. Yeah.
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 It's technical language.
It is technical language. I do what I can.
The smacky on the bit that's going to be sharp and pointy.
It's a very heavy bit and a not so heavy bit, and you smacky things.
Yeah, we got it. The smacky bits.
Yeah. You smack it until it gets real little, and then you fold it and do it again.
Whenever you're done.
I think I'm done.
Are you done?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
It may crop up again.
It will.
Like athlete's foot. Bad joke just keeps coming back.
Just stop it. Stop it. All right. So where the hell are we on this dang thing? Did we update them on the forge? Yeah,
Yes.
we did. The challenge. Oh, that's the last one.
The challenge.
The challenged. So the challenged individuals at Drop Test Media are challenging each other with challenges.
Yes. Because
And,
everything is a competition.
That's exactly why. And what did I challenge you to? Oh, last weekend I challenged Chaco to make to finish that big beautiful knife. Would that be a BBK in internet terms?
We're not. No.
Big beautiful knife.
No, we're not doing it. We're not touching it.
Anyhow, so I challenged him to get that as done as he possibly could inside 2 hours. So at the end of 2 hours, he had it shaped and heat treated.
Yes.
So the man works quick.
Oh, that reminds me.
I did it. It's stuck. Somebody's put it in the comments. You're welcome.
Anyway, there's actually a surprise on that knife that
Yes.
nobody outside of DTM staff is going to know about until it is delivered. We did something super special.
Super special.
Some of you may have watched it.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about it to anybody outside of the staff until it's delivered because it's going to be awesome. Awesome.
That is fantastic.
So
thank you, Doman, for all of that right there. That was glorious.
Yeah.
I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I was here to witness it.
All right. So that's enough of that. We got to get to some music.
Oh, yeah.
Music like substance in this case.
Yeah. All right. So basically, for those of you unfamiliar with how we kind of start closing up the show and knocking stuff over, we talk about what music we've been listening to, what we've been into, what we found, et cetera, taking us back to the roots of DTM. This week, I have been actually like the last week and a half, I've been absolutely obsessed with Floods by Pantera.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily because of the lyrics or anything like that, but right in the middle, there is a fantastic melody that leads into just an epic solo that just gives me chills every single time. Yes, I know it's older. Yes, I know a lot of you know about it. But for those of you who don't, check out Floods by Pantera. It's on YouTube, and it's off of the Great Southern Trendkill album. It's fantastic. Check it out, Floods. And now my cohort will completely ruin the whole theme of music by talking about his choice this week.
Yes. So DTM has not always been about music. That was the basis.
Yeah, well, that was.
That is not the only thing that we ever talked about.
No.
And I can't, in good conscience, give you my song of the week
because you haven't been listening.
Because I haven't been listening to music. Anybody who watches on the live stream will know I have headphones in.
Mm-hmm.
In most cases, I'm listening to a podcast. Just to break things up.
You can
My
continue.
apologies.
You don't have to
No,
stop.
I
you had to belch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Trying to be professional.
Ish.
Anyway, the Knife Talk podcast. I listen on Google Podcasts. I know they're on iTunes. I know they're somewhere else. I think you can actually go to knifetalk.com and listen. One of the gentlemen is a Forged in Fire contestant and I believe a winner.
Impressive.
The other guy is very vulgar and a professional knife maker. Jeff Fader, he's my favorite. And then a British chap living in France, Craig Lockwood.
That's an odd combination. You don't find too many Englishmen living in France.
So we have, and it's great because they do give tips and techniques for the average knife maker, but they also tell stories about some of their sales and stuff. Mareko Mamasi of Mamasi Fire Arts is the third.
Mm-hmm.
That is a guy who makes the most beautiful Damascus I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
A guy who makes the most beautiful monosteel knives I've ever seen via forging, and a stock removal guy.
So what you're saying, he's skilled.
These are three different guys. All the three different hosts have a different specialty. It's just very interesting to hear their different techniques. The first 100 episodes of Knife Talk did not have three hosts. It was actually an interview with some of the guys that I cyberstalked. Jimmy DiResta, Will Stelter, Alex Steele, other great knife makers. And because DTM has now morphed into music and knives, I felt that it was only fitting to bring up what I am listening to, which happens to be a Knife Talk podcast. There you go.
That was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, I didn't rehearse it.
Well delivered, just kind of petered out there in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you're satisfied with that then?
It's only going to get worse if we keep picking at it. So might as well end it.
It's like a scab. Don't pick it. Anyhow, that looks like that's it for the kill sheet.
Mm-hmm. We have one at the very top, which we're going to end on.
Yes, we will. I do want to thank everybody for joining us from wherever the hell you joined us from. I'm glad to see that this multicast extension or software or whatever the hell it is has actually worked in our favor.
I will be 100% honest. I did not expect this to work.
Neither did I. It appears that we have dropped no frames in this entire duration, which is fantastic. Aside from the delay, which is definitely to be expected. So, yeah, this worked. I think this may be the thing.
Yeah.
Now comes the unfortunate part of how this was a resounding success, and we're going to immediately dash the hopes of everyone involved. My friend.
Summer vacation is right around the corner. It is neither a vacation nor a wanted break because we do actually enjoy this. However, we both have extenuating circumstances that will keep us away from not only the forge, not only the work, but interacting with you on a regular basis.
And each other.
Well, that's probably a good thing. We see each other too much.
Yeah,
okay.
We do.
More importantly, this is a time for us to kind of reset.
Yep.
Be fresh.
Yeah. Well, it gets our minds out of the shop. It gets our minds out of the store. It's kind of a complete departure from everything, which really helps kind of reset and refocus the goals.
It also prevents terrible burnout, which we've had in the past from kind of doing this too much. That being said, there will still be content out there. I will continue to put Twitch on the longer work days. I do want to give you guys your money's worth on Twitch and now potentially YouTube. Haven't decided exactly where everything's going to go.
We'll figure that out.
Okay. But more importantly, we are going to continue to put content out.
Yes.
It will just not be this format. We may, I don't want to make any promises, but we may have a nice little midsummer shindig. We come back in, we get caught up.
Yep.
Before we go dark again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this summer there's lots of what's and wheres, lots of what have yous, ups and downs, strikes and gutters, as it were, that we're gonna have to encounter. So you're gonna suffer a couple of periods of blackout with DTM. However, we are going to still have content. That's not stop. Moving on. We're still gonna have content for your viewing pleasure, and there may be teasers in the future.
Yes.
For that.
Yeah.
So
we actually scripted that this morning.
Yep. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching. And Hares, I'm sure the forging streams will still be coming, but once again there will be some periods of blackout due to extenuating life circumstances, as it were. Yes. Thank you everyone who has dropped in from Twitch, from YouTube's, and from Facebook's. And
is it sponsor time?
Yes.
Yep, we gotta do sponsors.
There it is.
First sponsor of the night is JW Welding LLC. Something about a snowman and a phallic object. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
And
anyway, our in-house fabricator, when we can get him to the house. Yeah, you see what I did there? Jacob All Trades, next. B Original Designs, a.k.a. Mommy's Metal Merch. Glorious handcrafted jewelry, as you can see, as well as some small metal sculptures.
And a variety of sewn and crafted products.
Yes.
The woman has inventory.
Yes. This is in fact my mother. However, a massive monetary sponsor of the show, as well as some pending collabs now that we have the heat figured out on the Forge. You're going to want to check back in the fall for some DTM jewelry.
Oh my.
For the lady friends, or any guys who want to feel pretty. We don't care.
It's okay, boys. You can feel pretty.
Next.
You know who that is.
The hell is that?
You know who exactly that is. That's Ed and Chris Warner.
The Warners, our other fabrication powerhouse, regular visitors and contributors. Hey, that knife sharpener is awesome. We do appreciate it. I have something very special in the works for you guys. It was on screen.
Nice. Nice. Well done.
Next.
Last but certainly not least.
You hear his name often. He helps us in the background. Maybe you don't see him as often. It's Delman. He has done a lot of work in the back end getting the Twitch stream in particular, but all of the software and all of the transitions that you're seeing right now, he has helped us with in one way, shape, or form. So we do truly appreciate all of his help. He is a loyal Minion viewer and stream optimizer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Thank you, Delman.
And that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. What?
Do you bring?
Oh, you want me? Okay. Jesus, you're making this difficult.
Yeah. So here's the part where we say,
"Oh, I'm Coop,
and I'm Chaco,"
and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. There you go. We'll figure this out one day.
No, we won't. Stop.
Good. Go. We're going. Are we going now? Now? Go. He wants me to go now.
Stop it.
Red hot, dirty, naked speeds of